You look good.
Ready for your first real view of the world?
Nice. We're in space. We're on Talos I. Not sure how we're gonna evacuate the space station. Got some tulips.
Careful. You need to get to your office. I've updated your map. There's a video you need to see. I know you have a lot of questions.
Oh yeah. Talos I is open for you to explore. From the lobby you can reach other parts of the space station via the bulkhead doors and lifts. You may return to the lobby and other areas you've discovered as often as you like. Okay. See, normal people put peels in the trash. I know I'm going around gathering them again. Somebody also threw out a perfectly good baseball glove. No matching key card.
Attention, station leadership has issued an alert. All personnel should report to muster stations immediately and await further instructions.
Ah! Where'd you go? Any more? Is there another one in here? Oh. Where'd it go? I have no idea where this mimic is going. You win this round. There we go, I killed one of them. I feel like there's been more than one of them running around. Alright. Neuromods and compensation. Transstar employees who perform at exemplary levels are also eligible to receive Neuromods. How lucky. Psychotronics staff only. Medkit, nice. Why is there... Okay, we're in the restrooms. There's a very dramatic revealing of being in the restrooms.
With administrative controls on workstations or keypads may result in a
Okay, toilet, agave, plant clippings. Why are there so many baseball gloves? That doesn't seem like a regular thing to put in a trash can. And I found like 4 of them already. The space elevator. Stairways to Heaven by Dr. Angela M. Allen. Early United States dominance of the first operational space elevator, the White Stork Tower, has allowed them to control almost all orbital activities and commerce. Now the rest of the world is playing catch-up. The World Union of Space Industry, WUSI, has calculated that using the Stork facility to aid in construction of a second space elevator would result in construction costs that are 1/4 of the original. Understandably, US officials have balked at the idea of helping competitors build a cheaper platform that could give them a competitive advantage. Stork representatives maintain that the sizable investment risks for the original platform justify the protection of this economic space. In the meantime, WUSI has aggressively moved to purchase ideal sites for future space elevators, essentially space-age squatting. Interesting. Okay. So I'm not ready to go upstairs yet. They give me a lot of places to explore. Jerky, coffee.
Scanning target, no alien material detected.
Interesting. Okay, at least it's not hostile to me. So that leads down to the shuttle bay. Rip Jason Chang. I don't know what that beep boop was. Misha Lazarev. Frayed wire, super repair kit. Bianca Goodwin. Lemon peel and biohazard waste. Thank you for that. I don't know why I took that. It made a weird noise when I picked it up too. Udon noodles. Wow, that is a whole bunch of them. That actually worked out quite well.
Build version 0.7.6. Verbose.
Good. I'm glad you got verbose on. Verbose typically means like when you're like debugging something and they're like printing out log statements that tell you exactly what it's doing at what time. It can be very like overwhelming, the number of things that you'll see printed. So what they'll do is they'll limit. They'll have like regular logging, which only gives you some information, and then if you want like really detailed logging information, it's called verbose mode, which basically gives you like every piece of information you can get when you're running a program. Ooh. Coil wired glue canisters. Still haven't used it. Transstar Exhibit.
No. 1963. A top-secret Cold War negotiation culminates with Americans and Soviets working together on a research facility named Kletka. Kletka, Russian for cage, produces the skeleton and core emergency systems of what will one day become Talos I. 1964. After the attempted assassination of Kennedy and Khrushchev's departure, the U.S. pays for the rights to use Kletka as a testing facility. This period, known as Project Axiom, leads to many advancements in next-generation materials and bioscience fundamental to neural modification. 1980 to 1994. Geopolitical developments result in a temporary hold on Project Axiom. After the unfortunate Pobeg incident, in which 2 research scientists lose their lives, the Kletka facility is decommissioned and cleaned. 2025. The Transstar Board of Directors is established. Transstar purchases and privatizes the Kletka facility with a focus on safety and state-of-the-art upgrades. 2030. Talos I becomes fully operational, representing a monument of private space industry. The first Neuromod is released, allowing for dramatic enhancement to the human mind and body.
This game really is basically just Bioshock in space, isn't it? The Psychoscope. Hey, a Neuromod. I'll take that, thank you. What do I want to get? Conditioning. I want leverage, actually. Okay, I'm glad they're not going to make me go through the animation of stabbing my eye every time I install a Neuromod. Survivor's account of the evacuation, day 1. Day 1, I had dropped off my dog at the groomer. Her name was Eliza. It means joy. I said goodbye and walked a few blocks to get some cafe bots near the park. Some jets flew over, very low, and the sound was so loud it made me jump. I don't know where they were from, but they were bristling with bombs and rockets. Everyone was looking up at the sound of the jets was echoing off the buildings, but we could not see them anymore. The sky was clear and I could see pink smoke rising from the direction of the stadium. Then the sirens started. I had not heard them since my childhood. Some people stood confused, but my instinct told me to run away from the stadium, run away from Eliza. Some people were running with me, but we didn't know where to go. I saw a policeman directing people into a basement restaurant. I think it was an old bomb shelter. I looked up at the sky again and saw an airliner. It was not military. I'm certain I think it was going to the airport. While I watched, it turned into glitter without a sound. It was just gone. A man near me began to curse. I fell down and hit my head on the street. That sounds terrifying. Original Neuromod prototype. I'll keep taking all of this garbage, basically. In memory of John F. Kennedy, 1917-20 to 2031. So this is an alternate universe where Kennedy was not assassinated.
20.
Alice Aiken. Oh boy. Let me just take her biohazard waste for a moment here. Don't mind me. Kelly Randolph. She's carrying a baseball glove. So was everybody on this station a fan of baseball? There's too many things on that map for me to actually sit there and read it. Oh, do I throw things? I throw things harder because of my Neuromod. Nice. Alright, I think that's everything on the first floor.
Scanning target, no alien material.
Ah! You said no alien material, you liar. Oh, the trauma center keycard. And a med kit. Flowers. What do you mean main lift? Oh, right here, I see. Understood. There are a lot of flowers here that I can harvest that I missed the first time. I have no idea if that turret managed to kill the, managed to kill that mimic. Security. I've been in here, haven't I? It was locked. Alright, let's go up another floor. I'll take that. Thanks. I mean, I figured it was fake. I'm like, why would there be two trash cans on here? Laura McAvoy, test tube sample, thanks. Oh, I have the key card to the trauma center. And this is where Bellamy's body is. Those look more threatening than the mimics. Oh wow, there's a lot here. Tracking bracelet. What does that do for me? Alright, we're gonna deal with these things before I... Garfield Langley. Okay, that's probably a mistake. I can shimmy. How do I heal again?
Good morning. Talos, our resident counselor, Dr. Cole, would like to encourage anyone experiencing symptoms of disturbed sleep, chronic stress, or
Ow. Okay, I didn't expect him to be able to shoot me. You see that I truly have a trusty wrench weapon. I do, indeed. Okay, I'm glad it seems to have auto-saved. So what does this tracking collar I picked up do? Security tracking bracelet issued to all... Okay. NSP booster shots. Weird, I can't pull those records up. They're not in the system. Still want me to swing by? Hey, Tubo Wolf. Thank you so much for the follow. I appreciate it. Is this thing coming towards me? No, I think he's minding his own business. But it definitely sounds like it.
Good morning, Talos. Our resident counselor, Dr. Cole, would like to encourage anyone experiencing symptoms of disturbed sleep, chronic stress, or anxiety to schedule an appointment in the trauma center.
Who is the NSP being administered to? Inventory shows a case of booster shots are missing. Sorry, I should have informed you. NSP shot for which Chief Illusion, mild physiognomic fatigue. Should have logged it. Please come see me. Can you transfer her charts and family records as well? No, the records are gone. Weird. Attention all security officers in trauma. You have multiple people en route with injuries as well as a possible fatality. One of them is Dr. Sylvain Bellamy. Do not take him into the trauma center. He must be taken to psychotronics. This is an extremely grave security and health issue. I repeat, do not admit Dr. Sylvain Bellamy to the trauma center. Take him to psychotronics immediately. Crew. So Emanuela de Silva is an internist and she's in the shuttle bay and she's still alive. This is weird. There's so many, like going through all these would be a pain in the ass. Utilities, area map. Okay. So I think I'm going to need to find like a weapon or something if I want to have a chance of like dealing with these phantoms. Well, here's on a gold crest. Actually, I've already searched you. Oh, the personnel tracker will like point out the individual only one at a time. Okay, so that's what that is. I understand now. There's an elevator malfunction.
Getting around is going to be a problem. The main lift is broken. The system is telling me it's fine. It's just... the diagnostic code is changing every time I make a request. I'll let you know if I find a workaround.
Teleconferencing. There's a gun there. I'd like the gun. Bianca Goodwin. I already had a keycard to the trauma center. Volunteer attitude. Ms. Goodwin, I'm going to need more support. The volunteers are agitated, more than usual. This morning, 11 threatened to bash my head in if I didn't let him out to stretch his legs. When you get up here, the key code is 9096. Not the old number on file. I'm pretty sure they've been watching me punch that in, so I changed it. Security Officer John Haskins. Is that the security office that's over back in the lab? 9096. Meeting Gustav. Okay, thank you. Let me read from the bottom. Ms. Goodwin, to follow up on the previous request, I was wondering if there had been any updates on Gustav Leitner's visit. Is it still taking place, and if so, would it be possible to get a copy of his itinerary? I would love a chance to meet him before the neuromapping procedure, if possible. Dr. Igwe, I relayed your previous requests and we'll see what we can do, but there are no guarantees. The schedule for the visit is tight and may not allow for a face-to-face. I'll let you know when I have more details. Okay, thank you. And then again. Yeah, Igwe showed up, quiet and polite. He shook Leitner's hand like he was afraid of breaking him. Asked him to sign an album he'd brought. Leitner seemed flattered, so that was a plus. We tried to make him comfortable. His condition hasn't stopped him from craving a cigarette. Fingers were twitching. It's too bad, such a talent. No wonder he wanted to get scanned. So we're doing brain scanning here too. God, we're just getting in on all the things. We got Soma, we got Bioshock. That's actually a nice painting. It's huge. Mind scanners. You right? I can yeet a tarp at the bad guys. I'm sure that'll work. Consciousness, the fire in the equations. Have I read this? The nature of consciousness remains deeply mysterious. How can the subjective nature of experience, my inner life, be explained in scientific terms? Does consciousness emerge from complex computations among brain neurons, or is it a fundamental and irreducible property woven into the fabric of the universe? Another note. Bellamy's move notice. Staff, please move the remaining boxes to my new office in Neuromod Div as soon as possible. Principles of Neuroscience. Yeah, we've done that one. Test subject. For normality and the mind. From Morgan, so I wrote this. Sylvain, I'm trusting you with my brain. You do good work, so hopefully that continues. Listen, if the tests don't go well, if something happens, let Alex know that I know it wasn't his fault. I signed up for this. Also, if the tests drag on, consider moving your office down to Sim. Less hassle, and you can always move back after we celebrate our success. So I'm the one that... This was my idea. Thanks, turret.
The code to your office is 0451.
There's the code. I tried that on the safe, but no, that was the code to my office. No password found. I need to get hacking. The next Neuromod I get, I'll see if I can put it towards hacking. Zero, 451. Your office, how nice.